At first glance, Michael Afton just seems like a normal kid. Like a random punk that every little kid would hate to have as an older brother. The kind of guy who'd spit gum in your hair or knock over a vase and blame it on you. To be fair, that's kind of fitting for someone who's the son of a child serial killer. However, this particular character plays an important part in FNAF lore. And through the tragedy caused by his father, as well as the Afton family curse, Michael finds his redemption arc, becoming the mysterious anti-hero of Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, this is all theory and speculation, so I could be wrong about some things. Like I said in the William Afton video, I know nothing about the Afton family's private life. Publicly, they seem to have it all together, but behind closed doors, I wonder just how bad things really were. For example, even though William loved his youngest son and daughter Elizabeth, he seemed to genuinely dislike Michael. I think the only reason Michael became a bully is because William didn't raise him any better. So if you think about it, Mike's being punished over something his dad didn't teach him any better about. The thing is, Michael didn't just bully his brother, he tortured him. It's one thing for a sibling to bother you over and over again, or have this running joke or prank that they pull on you from time to time, but for 5 days straight, Michael harassed his little brother, right before his birthday, mind you. So much so that it ends up in his brother dying. You got to wonder what the bite of 83 did to Michael afterwards. Did he ever stop being an arrogant prick, or at the very least did it change him in a way where he looked at little children differently? In either case, let's fast forward to sister location. At this point in time, Elizabeth's gone too. It's just Michael and William in the house now. Michael gets recruited to work at Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rental. I'm not sure how much William knew about that or if he orchestrated the whole thing, which seems likely, considering he tells Michael to put his sister back together. But poor Michael has no clue about what he's getting into. Elizabeth certainly seems like the one who planned this. I'm also not sure if she recognized her brother or not, because if she did, it sure as hell didn't stop her from tricking him and using him. At the end of Michael's first week, and after being put through countless perils at the hands of his father's machines, Elizabeth lures him to the scooping room and decides to escape. Why didn't Michael just step out of the way? Anyways, by all accounts, Michael should be dead. Human beings typically don't survive being disemboweled and having a robot crawl inside them. He even rots throughout the custom night cutscenes. If he is self-aware about his situation, then he's suffering a fate worse than death. Baby's plan has backfired. The other fun times are pissed at her because they mutilated themselves for nothing and now they don't have a home. Keep in mind that Ballora actually wanted nothing to do with this plan, which is why throughout Sister Location, Baby's making fun of her all the time. Not to mention, Funtime Freddy has just lost his little pal Bonbon to the scooper. I guess the little rabbit just couldn't survive it. Good job, Baby. You took the nutjob's therapist away. This ought to end well. Bonbon had thanatophobia for a good reason. In fact, there was even a conversation they had with Baby right before they were all expelled from Michael's body into the street gutter.
You are crowding us. Be quiet.
You can't tell us what to do anymore.
Yes, I can. You will do everything that I tell you to do.
We outnumber you.
That doesn't matter, dummy. We found a way to eject you. You would be lost without me. Say goodbye to our friend! I can put myself back together.
Michael should literally be dead. Nothing should be keeping him alive, right? Well, here's why I was initially confused in the last video with William Afton. At first, I thought that bits and pieces of Ennard kept his corpse animated, but then I realized something. The fun times were created to kidnap and kill children, and it wouldn't surprise me if they also happened to be programmed to collect Remnant. So what if it was Remnant that made Michael stand right back up again? After his sister tells him that he isn't going to die, Michael Afton revives. I guess zombies are canon to FNAF now. Michael runs away from home, determined to put an end to his father's carnage. He also knows that he'll never fit into society now because of how he looks, so in order to get a job, he likely disguises himself. And I suppose nobody questions it. In FNAF 1, he goes by the alias Mike Schmidt. During his week at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, he uncovers the horrifying truth behind the murders. But here's the thing. He didn't actually do anything about it until FNAF 3, which is 30 years later. Don't know why, considering he has every reason to be angry with William at this point. In FNAF 3, he goes by the name of Fritz Smith, and he formulates a plan. He also makes a speech to William.
Father, it's me, Michael. I did it. I found it. It was right where you said it would be. They were all there. They didn't recognize me at first, but then they thought I was you. And I found her. I put her back together, just like you asked me to. She's free now. But something is wrong with me. I should be dead, but I'm not. I've been living in shadows. There is only one thing left for me to do now. I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you.
For the first time in 30 years, Michael and William face each other down. Now rotting away in a spring Bonnie suit, William Afton does the best he can to put an end to the little snot he spawned. However, thanks to the suit's sound-sensitive programming, Michael is able to keep his undead father at bay, apparently long enough to burn Fazbear's fright to the ground. Both Aftons escape, and Michael is once again on the run. Sometime afterwards, he picks up a job at Fazbear Entertainment's new business venue. The events of FNAF 6 take place. Henry Emily hires him to salvage the animatronics that are being found in the alleyways. 3 of them are ones Michael recognizes all too well: his sister, his father, and the amalgamation that straight up murdered him. Lefty, William's newest toy, has successfully captured the marionette, only to become possessed by it. Charlie Emily is here too, and boy is she pissed. It seems that William and Elizabeth are gunning for Michael now. This has to be the most dysfunctional family I've ever seen, and that's saying something coming from me. At the end of FNAF 6, Henry reveals his plan to the animatronics and to Michael. He originally planned a way out for Michael to escape, but apparently Michael has nothing left to live for, so invites him to stay as well. With that ends the lineage of the Afton family, as far as we know, because there's no straight-up way of either confirming or denying what relation Gregory or Vanessa has to the Aftons. Although many people theorize that Glamrock Freddy has Michael's soul within him, this is yet to be confirmed as well. But it's a good theory nonetheless, considering the Pizzaplex was built right over the FNAF 6 location. Besides, it might be Michael's way of making up for how he treated his brother back then, by showing Gregory, a kid who looks just like the brother he lost, genuine love, support, and protection. Thank you for listening. This is Miss Whimsy signing out.